Saint Basil the Great, also known as Basil of Caesarea, was a Christian bishop, theologian, and one of the Cappadocian Fathers who significantly influenced the development of Christian doctrine in the 4th century. Saint Basil says, "The bread in your cupboard belongs to the hungry. The coat unused in your closet belongs to the one who needs it. The shoes rotting in your closet belong to the one who has no shoes. The money which you hoard up belongs to the poor. A tree is known by its fruit, a man by his deeds. A good deed is never lost. He who sows courtesy reaps friendship, and he who plants kindness gathers love. It is the part of a good shepherd to shear his flock, not to skin it. The fast of Lent has no advantage to us unless it brings about our spiritual renewal. It is necessary while fasting to change our whole life and practice virtue. He who is humble easily obeys everyone, fears to offend anyone, is at peace with everyone, is kind with all. When someone steals another's clothes, we call them a thief. Should we not give the same name to one who could clothe the naked and does not? A fool is he who, in his speech, reveals what he has in his mind. He who plants kindness gathers love. There is still time for endurance, time for patience, time for healing, time for change. Have you slipped? Rise up. Have you sinned? Cease. Do not stand among sinners, but leap aside. Every divine action begins from the Father, proceeds through the Son, and is completed in the Holy Spirit. Do not say, "This happened by chance," while this came to be of itself. In all that exists there is nothing disorderly, nothing indefinite, nothing without purpose, nothing by chance. How many hairs are on your head? God will not forget one of them. Do you see how nothing, even the smallest thing, escapes the gaze of God? The sun penetrates crystal and makes it more dazzling. In the same way, the sanctifying Spirit indwells in souls and makes them more radiant. They become like so many powerhouses beaming grace and love around them. The human being is an animal who has received the vocation to become God. As it is impossible to verbally describe the sweetness of honey to one who has never tasted honey, so the goodness of God cannot be clearly communicated by way of teaching if we ourselves are not able to penetrate into the goodness of the Lord by our own experience. As the pilot of a vessel is tried in the storm, as the wrestler is tried in the ring, the soldier in the battle, and the hero in adversity, so is the Christian tried in temptation. If you begin to guard wealth, it will not be yours. But if you begin to distribute it, you will not lose it. Does not the gratitude of the dog put to shame any man who is ungrateful to his benefactors? The love of God is not taught. No one has taught us to enjoy the light or to be attached to life more than anything else. And no one has taught us to love the two people who brought us into the world and educated us. Which is all the more reason to believe that we did not learn to love God as a result of outside instruction. In the very nature of every human being has been sown the seed of the ability to love. You and I ought to welcome this seed, cultivate it carefully, nourish it attentively and foster its growth by going to the school of God's commandments with help of His grace. Immerse yourself in this light and illuminate your world through your fellowship with light.